Okay guys, well, it's been a couple of months, but I'm gonna cut a log here this morning. I came back from taking Bullseye out and doing a couple other things, and now I ate lunch already, so it's just a little after lunch. So I wanna get this taken care of. I started to cut this log. I figured I'd finish cutting it after I got the camera over here. I'm going to shut the backhoe off and I'll talk a little bit about some safety stuff first. I get a lot of comments, not more than some bigger channels. There's a lot bigger channels than mine that do the same thing. But I get a lot of comments, and people are always saying about safety. Now, not everybody takes it as if it's some kind of law. Okay? There's no law that says I have to put on safety glasses, a hard hat, you know, uncuttable pants, steel-tipped shoes, gloves, and everything else, because the best way for me to be safe is to have somebody else do it. Okay? That doesn't make any sense. I enjoy doing this, and I want to do it. So let me just say this to you. I am not against safety. I own more than one company, and all of the companies that I owned had to have safety implemented, especially OSHA when you got more than 10 guys working. So the important thing is that you get them what they need to do the particular job. You know, somebody could be doing a certain job all day long and they don't need safety glasses, okay? Now, I drove a lot of nails in my day, you know, hundreds of boxes of freaking roofing, of all kind of nails, but hundreds of boxes. I did not wear safety glasses when I was driving nails in, ever. I never did. I didn't feel like there was a need. That's not to say that maybe a nail didn't hit me in the head, or, you know, hit me in the chest, or almost hit me in the eye or something. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that, you know, if you do things right, like if you hit the nail square on the head instead of hitting it to the side, you'll keep the nail in the board and it'll go in and do what it's supposed to do. Now, there are things that you can have where there's accidents. I mean, a chain can break apart, like on the chainsaw here, and come whipping out of there, and you don't know where it's going to go. But I'll be honest with you, you can have gloves on, you can have safety pants on, you can have steel-tipped shoes and eyeglasses. If that freaking chain wraps around your arm and is moving when it does it, there's nothing going to help you. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't wear all that stuff. And if you're a young guy and you have the strength to carry all that stuff with you as well as do the work, good for you. I'm glad for you. At my age, I'm 66 this year, I can't do that. If I got to carry all that stuff, I can't work. Not only that, I have a problem with my feet. I'm diabetic, so my feet, and what my problems are, none of it has to do with working. None of it came from working, except for maybe being wore out. But it didn't come from working. It just came from old age and from diabetes. So I have some problems with my feet. They're not real bad problems, as bad as some. But at the same time, I need a comfortable shoe to wear. So what I do is I wear the same shoe, it's just a regular shoe, to do mostly everything. Now, this freaking shoe here is not steel-toed, and believe me, if I drop just this part of this log on my foot, it hurts like crazy. And I've already broken toes cutting logs one time. I was cutting logs maybe 10 years ago, and the way it was, I'm not even going to explain it, but the way the situation was, the log came down and hit my foot. I had to throw the chainsaw because I was going down. So anyway, I had hurt my foot then, and you know, would steel-tipped shoes have helped me? I don't know, because the way the tips are on some of the shoes, I actually broke my foot up higher towards the ankle. But the point is I'm not against safety stuff. But if you're the type of person where you say, oh, because you're not wearing safety glasses, I'm not watching you anymore, you're an idiot. Look in my eyes. You're a freaking idiot. There's something wrong with you. Okay? I'm choosing to do what I'm doing. I'm 66 years old. I have all 10 fingers, all 10 toes, and I have my both eyes. If I lose one of them tomorrow, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I'll take that risk. Okay? On my own. Now that doesn't mean I never wear glasses, because anybody who watches my channel knows that I wear sunglasses most of the time, and the sunglasses can keep away, you know, some of this dust that comes out. But when it's on a day like today, when there's no wind, okay, and the tools are designed to throw the sawdust away from you, like this thing, I'm not saying that when I'm cutting that a little bit of sawdust doesn't come up. But it's not so much that it's coming up at me like it comes out the bottom of the chute there, you know, hot and heavy, trying to relieve itself of the sawdust. So I know where to look. I know to keep my eyes almost closed. I can watch what I'm doing and have my eyes very well closed, and the sawdust just doesn't appear to get in there. I don't know what else to say to you. Then as far as the hearing goes, I got these thick pads on on my hat. And as I grew older, my ears get cold, so I wear this thing in the wintertime to help keep my ears from getting cold. But these thick padding also reduces the sound that gets to my ear. Now, sometimes I carry them little plugs. I got a whole box of them in there, and I'll stick them in my ears, and I'll use those. So you know, like a protection from a constant loud noise or something. But what you guys hear on that camera, like if I have the backhoe running, the chainsaw's running, or the chainsaw's running and the mill's running, this is not that loud of a noise, okay? I mean, the chainsaw is worse than anything. But even that, if you're cutting all day, you'll feel the hearing loss, because you'll be getting ringing in your ears. Now usually then I might put something in my ears. But I found out that if I can't hear the other guy that's working around me, if I'm working with somebody, I don't want to have something in my ears because of that. I want to be able to hear the other guy. And sometimes when you have hearing protection, you can't hear the other guy. Now, I'm not saying that that's right or wrong. That's my own opinion. So all I'm saying is, if you want to, you know, not watch the channel because I'm not wearing all kinds of safety stuff, be my guest. I don't care what you do. You can watch whatever you want. Watch the friggin' hillbillies or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. All I'm saying to you is, to make that stance to force somebody to do something is ridiculous, and it's not going to work. It's not helping me one bit, and it's surely not helping you, because I try my darndest to teach people how to do this without hurting themselves and how to do it right. I mean, when Carmine was here the first year, Carmine had broke his foot on a log too that hit him, and what was going on there is he was trying to hook the log up, and you know, the logs were going back and forth, and when he went too far, the log came down, and I was moving the backhoe and it hit him in the foot. Now that doesn't mean that you know, there's something wrong with him or whatever. We did get him steel tip shoes after that, because he doesn't know where to put his feet. He's never really worked construction. I'm different. I know not to put my feet underneath the log. I know to reach out and hold it. It's where, you know, somebody's resting on it like this rather than reaching out and holding it. There's all kinds of ways to get into trouble. There's all kinds of ways also to stop yourself from getting hurt and getting in trouble. So anyway, I just wanted to make that known so that, you know, if you're going to say something about the safety thing, go ahead. You can say whatever you want. I don't really care. And it doesn't matter to me what you do about it. I'm just telling you that you're not right. Okay? You're not right. Just because the law or the government or anybody says you should do this or you should do that, half the stuff they say you should do is really a waste of time. When we used to dig ditches, if we didn't use a trench box, we used to have to V the ditch. Those ditches were V'd so wide and there was so much dirt being moved that the entire roadway was dug up. What good is digging up a whole roadway? You'll never compact it the way it was, so you end up with all kinds of problems with the road. So, you know, little things like that somebody doesn't understand. They want to save you here, but they're not saving you over there. So I don't go along with that stuff. So anyway, I'm going to cut this with the chainsaw, and then I'm going to cut this up. I haven't even measured it to see what size it is. Alright, this is 12 inches, so I might get an 8-inch cant out of that. I'll check and see. I just want to see if the battery on the camera's good yet. I might have to change that quick. Yeah, it's pretty low. So I'm going to change this battery and I'll get back to you.